Yo everyone, this is Yus here, and today I'm bringing you a 5th generation match, Black and White 2 against my friend R4esg3ar. And yeah, I'm finally back to 5th generation after all those old school matches, and it feels really good. So yeah, and before we start into the match, I would like to thank everyone who subscribed to me and support me on all my videos, because I'm this close to reach 200 subscribers, and yeah, it feels really awesome. Thank you guys so much. So yeah, let's get straight into the match. He's gonna start with his Staraptor. I'm gonna start with my Infernate, which is Choice Scarf. I'm gonna go straight away for the U-turn and send in my Landers T, and who took this Brave Bird. Not the best way of possible, because I'm assuming this Staraptor is banded. He's gonna send in his Latios. The switch is pretty obvious, so I'm just gonna take the opportunity to set up my Stealth Rocks. And I see he has the Flame Orb, and I haven't seen a Psycho Shift Latios in a while. Looking at my team, nothing really appreciates being burned or having some extra damage by the burn, so I just decided to send in my Ferrothorn because I have it there just like to take hits, to be honest, and set up some spikes. So now, while being burned, I'm just gonna set up my layer of spikes, and in comes his Gengar. I'm like, I wonder which Gengar is this. I'm just gonna send in my Terrakion, and he's gonna go for the substitute, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this is bad, sub-disable, this is terrible. I just went for the Rock Slide just to break his substitute, but he doesn't went for disable. He just went straight away for the Focus Blast. This is good and bad at the same time. At least I'm not disabled, and the bad part is that he got a huge chunk of damage. So wanted to preserve my Terrakion for later. I'm just gonna send in my Dragonite, and this Dragonite is special. This is substitute Dragonite, which you don't see these days a lot. So he's gonna switch out. I'm just gonna take the opportunity to go for his substitute. No, he is forced to stay in, fearing the Dragon Dance, and he is gonna go for the Dragon Pulse, which is funny enough that I don't carry Dragon Dance in my set. I'm just gonna go straight away for the Dragon Claw, and down goes this Latios. So yeah, Dragonite doing work, old school Dragonite. In comes his Terrakion. I'm just gonna switch, fearing the Stone Edge or the Rock move, but he's gonna do a double switch, predicting the switch on my part, so that was excellent on my opponent's part. He's gonna send in his Rotom. I don't wanna take a damage with my Landers, because I needed to counter his Terrakion, so I'm just gonna go into my Ferrothorn, but unfortunately he is gonna score a critical hit on this Ferrothorn. So knowing that he's gonna send in his Gengar, I'm just gonna go with the Leech Seed, and yes, now I have the Leech Seed on this Gengar, so Gengar can't go for the substitute safely, because he's gonna get his life drained by the Leech Seed. So now he's gonna go back into his Rotom. I'm just gonna go with the Gyro Ball. Burnt Gyro Ball is not going to do a lot of damage to anything, even though this Rotom is resist the hit. So I'm just gonna sack my Ferrothorn here, die to a Hidden Power Fire, and I'm just gonna send in my Starmie, go straight for the Thunderbolt, and in comes his Scizor, which is gonna take a huge chunk of damage from this Thunderbolt. Not really though. Predicting the pursuit, I just stay in, go for the Scald, score a burn, which is going to allow me to survive this U-turn, which is awesome. So now his Scizor is now like useless and pretty much dead. So in comes again his Rotom. I'm just gonna go for the Thunderbolt again, but apparently his Rotom is Scarf, and at the range of HP my Starmie is in, I'm not going to survive that Hydro Pump at all. So now in comes my Terrakion. He is gonna just send in his Scizor mainly as fodders, just to see which move I am gonna lock myself into, which is Stone Edge. In comes his own Terrakion, but unfortunately for him, I have the perfect counter for his Terrakion, which is my Landers T. And yeah, after that speed drop from not speed drop, what am I saying, the defense drop twice by the close combat from this Terrakion. I am gonna be able to finish it off with the Stone Edge. I went for Stone Edge predicting his Gengar to come in again, but he decided just to sack his Terrakion at the end. So now in comes his bird thingy again, his Monty Burns. That was an excellent nickname. I really love it from my opponent. And that choice banded Bravebird. Even though my Landorus T is defensive, I am not going to survive it. So in comes my Infernape again. I'm gonna go with the Fire Blast, take out his Staraptor. In comes again his Rotom. He is gonna predict the switch probably from me. Goes for Volt Switch, but unfortunately for him, I'm gonna stay in. Go for the Fire Blast, finish off his Gengar, and after the Stealth Rock's damage, I am gonna be able to finish off this Rotom as well with the Fire Blast. So this is gonna be the game. So good game, Race Gear. That was an excellent game. I really enjoyed going back to 5th gen. It's really cool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this battle, and leave your feedback like always if you did enjoy it, and I will see you guys next time. Have a nice day. Peace.